So you guys been wanting me to change the theme song sound quality, but I'm gonna keep the same song. So here we go. This girl reviews movies, games, and books. Just how she plays them, and she does that. She does it with the cat. Does that make her crazy? Does that make her crazy? Probably. Hopefully that fixed the audio. Crazy Cat does not own any of these pictures or books or pictures. I use them under fair use for educational purposes, so the people who watch them learn a little bit something when they do it. Hopefully that fixed the audio. I only did all those years ago. No, I don't want to do this. I'm scared of this thing. Please move it. So today is a good, a slow day of, Jersey and Dreamlight Valley. We have 2 items. So, I know I'm a couple days late, but we got ourselves a lake, okay. This outfit of Jasmine that came with a hairdo that we already have. I guess we didn't have these earrings. I just don't know why they're going to give us the earrings. And they're part of the hairdo. Because here's the other hairdo of hers. Where is the other one? Here it is. See, look. Oh, they do have the earrings separate. Okay. They're not part of it. It's weird. Are the earrings part of the outfit? Okay, that's put in the costume. Yeah, the earrings are part of the outfit. Okay. Yep. In a couple days, we're gonna have our DLC. So just want to show you guys these last 2 items for it. So there you go. Now, time to talk about Welcome to Derry. So this episode, it's about Mike Hanlon's family, and also about how Pennywise came down to Earth. Because we get to hear the Native American side of the story, who's been here, and learn how to cope living with it, and how Maple Street, the house from the movie, ended up being one of the places where you can find where at least his lair. And we get a new member of the Losers Gang, I guess you can say. It's another one but we one of the ones that I didn't know they would actually attack. Because I try my best not to see the dumb trailers, but I can't help myself sometimes. So I know what happens to one of the characters on here next season, in the next episode. So Will, who is Mike's dad, is going fishing with his father, get him out of everything that's going on, since his dad has the weekend off. And while we went to go and get bait because they were out of bait. Pennywise pulls him down and looks like his dad and says, "You'll burn too." His dad is saving him from drowning. And he tells him what he's seen, and his dad, working with people who are after Pennywise, he goes and tells Dick what's going on, and he says, ask him what it is, and he says, "I don't know." This bit of his pig wave is going on, and they're building like a little place for his friends to hang out, since as his reward for finding it one time. And Lily and the others go and tell the cops about, like, show the cops the pictures, but most of the pictures show something else except for one, the one that had the clown, and they think it's a statue, which I was kind of thinking it would happen. They would end up showing stuff that they did not recognize, that it would try to cover itself up, because in a way the adults are kind of under its spell, because they keep on they always usually end up ignoring the missing kids, or they find some other reason to somebody else to blame for missing kids, like they did with Ronnie's dad, which you find out what he was actually doing this time around, because Will's mom, Charlotte, goes and tries to help him out after him. Will tells him what happens in the graveyard, kind of, and said that somebody came after us, and so she knows, okay, so they had the wrong person and them taken in. So she gets a note to go and see him, because they would not let her see him, and eventually she does convince him to tell her what he was doing. He was sleeping with a white woman who may have been married, and since this time period, he can get in real trouble for just doing that. So yep, that's why he was keeping his mouth shut and lying. So he was lying, but he was not he did not hurt those kids, and he really couldn't tell him what the alibi was, because he was doing something he wasn't supposed to either, because of the time period where they could not do that. So yeah, that's going on. What's going on with that? And I like the fact that she friends one of the cops with bringing up, since the time who the three people who would be alive, who's on her side, she would bring Martin Luther King Jr. or call the president, but she uses like the initials of them, like, which is really funny. Just like the fact how she does that. And it looks like she's been arrested before for because they're from the South, and she's one of the people who stand up for rights, but the husband does not like it because he works with the government. So yeah, he doesn't want her messing with the job that he has. So yeah, her getting into trouble. So they do have like one adult on their side, and that is the lady that was at the hill that helped Lily out, and she asks her, has there ever been many missing kids before? And she said yes, back in the 30s, but she's never thought anything of it. Really, she just totally tells her to stay with her friends. And this is Dick ends up having to go inside the mind of Talon, who is the nephew of Frances Rose, the character we met last episode, who also like brings furniture down to Charlotte, and tells her to just try to keep her son close. Basically, Talos, he goes inside Talos's mind because Talos won't tell him what's going on, and this is when we learn the backstory of the creature who came down here on a meteor. And when the Native Americans came there, they noticed that it would only go near the forest, and they stayed away from that forest up until the settlers came. Well, they got like a piece of it, of the meteor, and kept it in the tribe to like, protect them. And they tried to warn the settlers, but the settlers wouldn't listen, and they would go in there and all the settlers died, and so they decided they wanted to leave, but the daughter of the chief decided to go down there and kill it, which ended up killing all the people who went. Her mom went after her, and her mom ends up dying because they saw their fears, which was like a priest or a monk, and this ends up killing her. And so they go in there and grab some more and like print pieces around there, like 13 pieces around and one of them ends up being that house that we saw in the movie. That the losers games went inside, and that one of them broke their arms. And so yeah, I'm pretty sure next episode they're gonna go inside. That one of them's gonna go inside the house. Oh yeah, okay. Then we had poor Lily gets tortured and almost has a Carrie moment at school. So her friend Marge tells her to asks her to like sit eat lunch with her while they're watching the Duck and Cover video, which was used a lot during the 60s, since this was during the Cuban Missile Crisis, and also Russia, because they're afraid of the Cuban missiles jumping on there. But also, this is supposed to symbolize the turtle, who is its enemy in here, which in the books they don't ever mention this thing in the movies because it's always so hard to explain, and I guess it makes it too bizarre to understand. But what really helps Bill and the others and losers beat it in the book. So that's why a lot of this show you probably have noticed, oh, there's a lot of turtles everywhere. That's why. But she asks Lily to eat lunch to her, and one of the popular boys says hi to both of them, and she tells her like go freshen up, and we find out that this is a trick by the popular girls to like have her go and say hi to back to one of the popular boys, and he was going to embarrass her while they're both in the bathroom, both her and Marge. It tries to have a little fun and frame Lily by making Marge's eyes super big and making her go to a room where she would cut one of her eyes off. And Lily follows her, grabs something to stop her from doing that, and they make it look, and so it made it look like she did it to Marge to frame her, to put her back inside that madhouse. And also, so then Will ends up seeing Pennywise through his telescope. His dad overhears it, and he goes out there and says, "Who's out here?" And both times he here in the lake, there's a balloon, Pennywise balloon, and not only Will sees it, his dad sees it too. So yes, adults can also see this stuff if Pennywise allows it. So yeah, he's just pretty much messing with Will's dad here. So this one was alright. I'll probably get this one like. So far, this one was probably one of the best ones. And like I said, we're going to have another loser character because now Marge is part of the group. To tell you the truth, the way that she's been acting, would have been alright. She did die, but because she's coming one of the mean girls. But nope, they made her part of the group, looks like. As long as they don't make, please don't make any other ones who are actually wanted to actually hurt poor Lily. So I'm putting this one like a 9 out of 10 so far. This is the best episode. So I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. And remember, we all float down here. Bye-bye.